What will heaven and hell be like?
Another life after death, which will last forever. It is the final destination of every human being, which is heaven or hell. But in the end it is heaven and hell. More or less, there is such a notion in the minds of all Muslims that Allah Almighty will reward those who believe and do good deeds in the hereafter, which will be in the form of heaven, where they will live a life of luxury, while those who do not believe and do bad deeds, Allah will punish them in different ways in the hereafter, which will be in the form of hell, where they will live a miserable life. Heaven. First, we tell you some details about Allah's mercy, that is heaven. In the light of the Quran and Hadiths, the width of heaven is equal to the earth and the sky. Surah Al-Imran verse number 133. The fruits and springs of paradise will be everlasting. Surah Ra'd verse number 35. There will be no hunger and thirst in heaven. Surah Taha verse number 118. The people of Jannah will enjoy wearing gold bracelets and green silk robes on cushioned musins. Surah Kaf verse number 31. The people of Jannah will drink delicious white wine that does not affect the intellect. Surah Safat verse number 46-47. For the people of paradise, there will be beautiful wives with shy eyes like diamonds and pearls, who have not been touched by any jinn or human before. Surah Rahman verse number 56-58. Now I will narrate some hadiths. There will be no sickness, old age, and death in heaven. Muslim Sharif. If a heavenly woman looks into the world with her bracelet, it will destroy the light of the sun like this, just as sunlight destroys stars. Tirmidhi Sharif. If the Lady of Heaven looks into the world once, she will illuminate everything between the east and the west and perfume the entire atmosphere with fragrance. Bukhari Sharif. The palaces of paradise are made of gold and silver bricks. Its pulp is a strong smelling musk. Its stones are pearl and ruby, and its soil is saffron. Tirmidhi. There are 100 levels of heaven. Between each level, there is a distance equal to the earth and the sky. Tirmidhi. One corner of the fruits of paradise will not be consumed even by eating all the creatures of the earth and sky. Musnad Ahmad. The shade of a tree in paradise will be so long that a rider on a horse can walk under its shade for 100 years. Even then the shadow will not disappear. Bukhari. Place equal to a bow in heaven is more valuable than the whole world and all the blessings of the world. Bukhari. There will be bowls of gold and silver on the tank of Kausar, the number of which will be equal to the number of stars in the sky. Muslim. Hell. Now look at some verses about the wrath and glory of Allah, that is hell. Garments of fire will be cut for the people of hell. Boiling water will be poured on their heads, from which not only their skins, rather, they will rot up to the inside of the stomach. Surah Hajj verse number 19-20. For the people of hell there will be a blanket of fire and a blanket of fire. Surah Al-Araf verse number 41. The people of hell will be dragged into the fire with shackles on their necks and chains on their hands and shackles on their feet. Surah Haqqa verse number 30-31. Surah Momin verse 71. Better. The people of hell will be raised on the mountain sod of fire in hell. Surah Mudassar verse 17. The people of hell will be given a mixture of blood and pus from the wounds to drink. Surah Ibrahim verse 16. Dirty and foul-smelling boiling water will be given, which will fry the whole face as soon as it is applied to the mouth. Surah Kaf verse number 29. A foul-smelling, bitter, and thorny tree will be given to the hellish people to eat. Surah Al-Ghashiyah verse number 6. In hell there will be iron tools to kill the hell dwellers. Surah Hajj verse number 21. Hell dwellers will be pushed into cramped cells where they will wish for death, but death will not come. Surah Furqan verse number 13. Also see some blessed hadiths about hell. There will be snakes like camels in hell. By biting it once, the hellish person will continue to feel the effect of the poison for 40 years, and they will be equal to the scorpions. By biting it once, the hellish person will continue to feel the poison for 40 years. Musnad Ahmad, tooth of a hellish person will be equal to Mount Uhud. Muslim, the hellish will shed so many tears that boats can be sailed in them. Ruler, the distance between two disbelievers' shoulders in hell will be equal to 3 days' distance of a fast rider. Muslim, the thickness of the skin of the Jahannami will be 42 cubits and about 63 feet. Tirmidhi, 4,090,000,000 angels will be appointed to drag hell to come on the day of resurrection. Muslim, the depth of hell is so deep that a person who falls into it will continue to fall for 70 years. Muslim, this is a brief introduction that we have presented regarding the Quran and Hadith about heaven and hell. May Allah grant us all a place in the court of mercy and shelter us from the punishment of hellfire. Ameen. The world of angels. What are the disadvantages of not washing the dishes at night? What is it like to eat and raise rabbit meat?